Welcome back to the live coverage of YCS Milan 2018, the last YCS of the year. We had more than 1,770 players, 1,771 to be exact, showing up bright and early yesterday. We did perform a cut after 8 rounds of Swiss, 8 grueling rounds of Swiss. It was very hard to reach day 2. It's a big accomplishment just to make day 2. Now we're in the last round of Swiss, round number 11. And we got 2 players here who are just 1 win away from advancing to the top 32. The other thing is, if they lose this match, they're going to be out of the tournament. So this is crunch time for both of them. This is where it counts the most. In the blue corner, we got the hometown hero, Raimondi. Please come over here. Hey, Eric. How did your tournament go so far?
It's my first YCS.
First YCS.
Well, first YCS, but I'm happy. I'm happy.
I can imagine you're happy. Yeah, you're doing really well. You're doing really well. There's a lot of super experienced players who are actually watching you right now, and they're like, I wish I could be there. So you've done what they couldn't do. Are you happy with your deck choice for the event?
My choice
The deck
is
that you're playing, are you happy with it?
one only deck. One deck. This is
your deck?
8 months.
Okay.
I play this deck, and this is the only choice for
right.
me.
And how are you feeling about the feature match? Okay, we can tell. Right, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we got it. We speak body language. It's no problem. All right. So please have a seat. Good luck to you. His opponent we've actually seen before in the coverage of YCS Utrecht. It's a very warm welcome back to Zekias Shah. Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
You're becoming a pro at this, right? Last time we saw in Utrecht, it was the last match of the first day, if I remember correctly, round number 8.
Round number 8, yeah.
And you did win your feature match.
I did, yeah.
So, how many YCS do you have under the belt?
It's the one YCS top so far under my belt.
Sorry, and how many tournaments, how many YCS did you play in?
I entered 5, I think.
5, okay. So, I would say you got the experience working for you. He's got the hometown advantage. Of course, all the Italians are going to be rooting for him. How do you feel about the feature match right now?
Nervous, it's on the bubble. Just hope for the best, I guess.
Yeah, but you did make the top cut in Utrecht after all.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
All right, so let's see if you can do it again. Are you feeling with your deck choice for the tournament?
I'm happy, yeah. It's going well, obviously.
Yeah. All right, please have a seat. All right, guys. We are going to perform the die roll to see who's going to go first. You can pick any of the attributes. Okay, so wind dice, that's a 5, yeah. I always have to double check as well. And a 6, wow, okay. Do you want to go first?
I'll go first, yeah.
All right, the streak is not ending. Everybody who wins the die roll wants to go first. That's the handshake. Players are ready. Let's bring it over to the coverage commentators. We got Marcello Barberi and Tom Payne. Take it away, guys.
Guys, welcome to the last round. It's probably the most exciting match outside of the finals, at least in my opinion, when I play on the bubble.
Oh yeah, the bubble is
stressful.
tense.
Yeah, it's tense.
I don't think I've ever topped a YCS where I've not gone through the bubble.
Oh, really?
It never happens. I always like lose round 2 or something.
No, I mean, it's quite common for people to be stuck there. I remember even I was stuck for like 1.5 years, I think, where I like bubbled 5 or 6 YCSs in a row.
Easy to do.
Yeah, before I started to like keep topping and so on, and it happens. It's definitely the most important match because it's either you are in and you can go on and try to win the event, or that's it.
Or you're out.
End of the road, and unfortunately,
try again next time.
Exactly. And well, we have a pretty interesting match for you guys. So either of the two is not the super popular deck of the weekend.
They look ready. I think they've got headphones on.
Yeah, but we have on one side Eric playing Altergeist, which we have seen
with some interesting tech choices.
Definitely, to say the least.
Maybe we shouldn't spoil it. I mean,
I kind of want to spoil it, but I kind of don't want to spoil it.
The chance of it happening is slim.
It's very slim, but if it does, let's not spoil that. But we can say that.
Let's leave a surprise.
Let's leave a surprise. But he's playing, let's say, Awaken the Dragon in the main deck, for example.
That's another interest. He's running Rivalry of the Warlords, which is not super popular in the main deck, because it's not particularly good against Striker or Thunder Dragon. or the mirror
Definitely.
match being the 3 most popular
But it's
decks.
definitely going to pay off because his opponent is playing Pendulums. We saw a Pendulum this weekend, and
This is
it
a very
didn't-
similar build to
It's
the
very
last
similar
Pendulum we
build,
saw.
yeah. The other guy unfortunately lost to Samir, who is still in competition, by the way. And let's just go to the match and see how it goes. I'm excited for this. Okay, so Zekias did win the die roll.
And he gets to go first.
Yeah.
And he is, so he is running the Apex Avions.
Oh, and with this, we do spoil it, because look at the end of Eric.
I mean, okay, I'll give a prize. Oh no, it's come up now. I was going to say I'd give a prize to anyone who
could recognize
recognized
it,
the
yeah.
picture. I mean, I recognize it, but I suppose I knew what it was before.
Should we just show it in the camera? Let's do it.
So here we are. Disturbance strategy. Your opponent shuffles their entire hand into the deck and then draws that many cards.
Can anyone guess why? Well, he plays 2 copies of Disturbance Strategy, along with 2 copies of Drawn and Lockbird, which, if you open together, is gonna basically be the Trickster combo with Reincarnation. Nothing else to be added there, I think. And it seems a little odd, but
It is definitely quirky.
it's working for him somehow. And as you said, it might work against danger cards and...
Yeah, I'm not sure how you use it outside of Withdrawn and Lockbird, really, but we might see.
Yeah, we might see, because he did draw it, but he's going second, so...
Generally speaking, a card like that going second is worse.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to see, but you want to draw Rivalry of the Warlord. That seems to be really good. Unfortunately, there is an Apex Avian in Zekias' hand, which could be able to negate that. But if he doesn't, then Rivalry is one of the best cards against Pendulum, actually.
Yeah, slightly unfortunate hand, Barrett, because you've got the 3 normal summon monsters,
Yeah.
which is not really what you want to see. Can't use them very fast in...
Yeah, definitely don't want to see that many. Part of this artist is going to be crucial. But, I mean, worst case scenario, he has the Electromite to just fix his skills.
Worst case. He's obviously not going to make the Electromite outside of that.
And he does get a one of the best case scenarios, actually, Oath and Wisdom Eye.
Oath and Wisdom Eye.
So he's able to do a lot.
I was sharp-eyed. I didn't see them both. I saw the Oath. Thought he was looking through his hand for a second there. I was like, that's a big hand.
Yeah.
I know he's activated Pot of Desires, but it doesn't go up to 10.
So Electromite is used. He has quite a few options depending on what board he wants to end with. Yeah, I don't mind sending the Harmonizing just because you can get it back with the Oath. So
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the kind of standard board is, because he obviously doesn't, well, presumably doesn't know what he's playing against. So
yeah,
I'm sure the board changes significantly depending on what you're playing against.
and compared to the other Pendulum we saw, he is playing the a few interesting XYZs, like even the Exciton Knight, which was recently unbanned. And
That could be pretty nasty
yeah,
if you're playing a deck with a lot of trap cards,
yes, exactly.
such as the Altergeist deck.
Especially if you have a Denko Sekka or a Red Rebuff before.
He's siding 3 copies of both, which
Yeah.
could both prove to be quite nasty surprises.
Especially in this matchup. But let's focus on game now. For now, so Dragon Pit is not super popular, but it's quite useful because it's a level 7 you can bring out with Harmonizing. And in this matchup, you can actually destroy some back throws, which is quite useful.
Pretty handy. People normally play Zhanki, which I think
He's also playing.
I mean, the nice thing about Pendulums is there's like, worst case with any of your cards most of the time is that it's just a scale.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fine.
I
I
think
think he's just checking whether
if
he
did
banished the
banish it.
Zhanki.
Yeah, because otherwise, I don't think he would have used Dragon Pit as a scale. He would have rather kept it in the deck. But yeah, it seems like he's gonna put up at least 3 negations. Yeah. Because he's gonna have Apex, Jackal, and the odd dice. So
Pretty good stuff.
definitely.
And he can make a... I don't know what Link Monster will be his Link Monster of choice.
Zephyra seems to be quite common. It depends what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He could actually go for a Link 4 as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Are there any like solid Link 4s that you want in a situation?
I
Borrow
mean,
Sword Pass?
Bottle Sword, Bottle Load are both okay, but
Borrow Load Pass. We can't Firewall Pass anymore.
unfortunately.
That was too strong.
Yeah. That was the reason why it's gone. And he does go for
He is going
either
for
one
a
of the
4.
shoe. I mean,
maybe
to be fair,
Borrow.
yeah.
It's got decent link arrows, and in some decks, like you just put it up and they might not be able to answer it all that effectively.
I was thinking Border's work could actually be more of a pseudo interruption, just because it can
switch
put
something to defense mode, yeah.
So that's, but I mean, Border load is also really good.
Like against a lot of decks, they really struggle.
Yeah. And oh, Ash Blossom definitely too late. So this is not looking good for Eric. The rivalry would have been really good, but at the moment there are 2 cards which are able to negate
Two
it.
negates of rivalry, and you
Yeah.
can't even like, if you just normal summon something.
Yeah, you can't
I
really force them.
assume that Zekias will negate one of those, but he doesn't feel the need. I would negate it.
Not necessarily, to be honest, because he doesn't have the Jack on negate online yet.
Yeah, but what else is he gonna do this turn?
But I mean, he could have stuff like Desires, and you never know, like all those.
He's got 2 negates though.
I
What
know.
what other cards can Eric play this turn?
But you don't wanna. You rather have the Apex on board, I think, instead of Pendulum summoning it with like into a strike or something.
That's
Just
true.
like they don't really play Mirror Force, you know.
So if
you
you
can
use the Vortex now though, then he doesn't search the protocol. So that's
know.
one thing which baits a negate. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
again, I think it's kind of moot, but I
It's
would rather
close.
him not have. I don't think there's anything else he can do on this turn.
I
right?
agree. I wouldn't need to negate there. It has to be
I
something.
mean, it's sort of moot because he can just pop the.
Yeah, I think it
protocol.
made sense to negate, to be honest, but you never know.
Are we going to see the disturbance? Has he hit the disturbance strategy? No, it's
No,
rivalry.
he hit the best.
What?
Oh, he doesn't even flip it.
Dip. What?
What?
Okay.
I mean, okay. Now there is even less of a chance.
Okay. I mean,
It wouldn't have mattered, but yeah, it was weird that he didn't actually.
yeah, that is weird.
Maybe he thought that it was not gonna resolve and then not use, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird that they didn't use it enough for disturbance.
Here it comes.
I want to bet he read it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easy bet.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
Zekia's response to that be like, all right then,
Sure.
if you must, I will shuffle in some cards.
He gets.
I mean, does he need any cards in his
No,
hands?
he doesn't. And it's not even. I mean, kind of worked because they're not really. You can't use any of them, but.
I mean, he can use the Pendulum, cool.
No, you already used Dragon Pit this turn, I think.
Oh, yeah, good point, good
So
point.
he can't. And the Oath as well, yeah. So he can't use it, but. Yeah,
can
the
use
Shrine.
Dragon
Yeah,
Shrine.
can use it, but I don't even think he can. I think he used all the dragons, yeah.
Whoops. Oh, no.
Does he have another target? No, he does not.
Quick check. All the types. Oath Dragon, not a dragon, you know.
Yeah.
Is he Pendulum summoned already?
I think he did. He summoned the Harmonizing and it was negated by Ash Blossom.
The disturbance strategy paying off.
Yeah. This is just game. If he attacks with everything.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he can reduce it by 500.
yeah, he's
more.
just trying to play around the possible multi-faker in hand or like Conquery, but there is nothing much that can happen.
He knows
something
it's,
really
protocol
cool.
face down.
Yeah, I know. Something really cool that you can do to play around Conquery when you have a border load is that
Use it. Yeah, on the attack
when
declaration.
you attack, you have priority to use something, so you can chain the
I
border load
remember
effect.
doing that. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, which can be chained, the 500 reduction, so they can't use cards like Conquery,
Mirror Force.
Mirror Force. Yeah, it's actually a pretty cool
It's a
interaction.
nice, yeah, it's a nice interaction. I quite like it.
But yeah, now
Also,
they're gonna get to the
puts in
side
work
decks.
against Maliseek,
Yeah,
this bar load. That's
It does.
stupidly annoying.
Yeah.
Poke for 500.
in general, it's actually really hard to deal with for Altergeist because you can't use Malusik and they have to go into.
As long as you don't
Monster.
use the steal effect, because otherwise the protocol just stops that. But the
But yeah, looking at the side
reduce can't
decks,
be responded to.
as we said, Zekias is well prepared.
Denko reboot. I think
Yeah.
that's a pretty obvious 6 cards coming in.
Yeah, Danko and reboots are definitely insane in this matchup. And on the other
Eric
hand,
could side in his third draw.
he did.
He did. Did you see it go in?
I didn't notice.
He could, I said.
Okay.
I mean, you got to think Secret Village.
I mean, Secret Village and Heavy Storm Duster are obviously quite good. And if he feels brave, he might just side the third draw along with the Disturbance. I'm looking... No, it's looking like he sided them out. Okay.
Ah, damn.
Thought they're probably for some other reason. Maybe they are in the mirror match against Multi-Faker. Who knows?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Is multi-faker worded like the danger cards now? As
What do
in,
you
like,
mean?
you have to summon a multi-faker, or does it have to summon itself? Because the danger cards...
Sure, yeah.
Maybe the danger cards are sort of uniquely worded. I mean,
Yeah.
cards that summon themselves from the hand used to be quite confusing.
Yeah.
I felt like cards like Super Agent, why doesn't it summon itself when it's not in your hand anymore? Well, it doesn't, but...
Yeah, it depends on the...
But the danger monsters are worded very carefully to
Yeah.
say that it doesn't matter which you activate the effect of Danger Nessie, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it solves
it
the
just
problem.
tries to summon a Danger Nessie.
Yeah, it solves the problem of drawing multiple Nessies or multiple
Or it makes
dangers.
it clear what's supposed to happen.
Because otherwise you would need to reveal one while rolling the dice, and that would be weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so Handshake and Eric is surely going to go first. And it's looking like it's a pretty good hand, actually.
Is there a village?
I think there is a Faker. No village, but it looking like if there is no red rebuff, it's a really good hand because he has Rivalry, Strike, Duster, and Faker, which is great.
Depending on whether he...
It all depends on Denko and rebuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I don't know if Eric is going to shotgun.
Oh, he does have the reboot, though.
Oh, reboot just shuts it down entirely.
This hand is completely shut down by the red rebuff because you can't even use Multi-Faker afterwards, so that's insane. And he gets even Foolish Brutal and Pot of Desires. This hand is incredible. Let's see if... no, Eric waits.
I mean, it doesn't matter. But, I mean...
It doesn't, but for
if
Denko,
I were Eric, I
Denko,
would be 100% flipping Rivalry right now.
Yeah, Denko is quite popular in Pendulum, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, this hand is absurd.
This is what you want from life, really. If you're Zekias.
I think he couldn't have chosen a better hand, so... All he needs to do is not mess up his order, but he has everything he needs. He even have the chronograph as an additional extender, so...
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't need to... I don't think he even needs to activate Pot of Desires.
Yeah, and we're gonna see the red boot being used. Just thinking about it. Yeah.
Just savoring the moment.
Yeah, the reboot is there. You can see a smile on both player faces. And yeah, definitely not happy about that. He's gonna be able to set a card, but he's now free to do whatever he wants. And he has an incredible hand outside of the red reboot. Sometimes when you side a lot on Pendulum, it gets weird because there are no scales. In this case, he drew
the one non-scale.
Only one, and an incredible hand to match it up.
I guess if you're Zekias now, you just think, how could they stop you from putting the 8,000 damage down? If you wanted to be super careful, you would try and do it so you can't be like, oh, good Ash.
Yeah, only if they're, I mean, kind enough.
But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I guess you just activate Desires now. There's nothing he needs to search left. I mean, he's got scales. I can't really see what could go wrong.
Danko is there even for an additional...
Case of Twin Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has even a really good scale with Wisdom Eye, so...
It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. I mean, Pendulum is still alive, and...
How many Electromize do you need? I mean, just one.
we already said it, stick to the game plan, which is now reboot and
Reboot win.
reboot
Yeah.
win, I guess. Push the button, yeah. And yeah, he goes for a 0 and an 8 scale. He's gonna be able
he's
to
not
Pendulum
even gonna
summon 4.
bother using it, just attack the game.
Yeah, he's not even using that. He can normal summon the Danko, and
Is that just game as is? Yeah.
yeah, it seems like it is. He attacks with everything, an handshake, and Zekias comes up as the winner. Round of applause from the audience, and let's go to the post-match discussion. Well, as you said, that was brutal. It was.
That was.
Yeah.
I mean, that red reboot just completely shut down the hand.
That's the risk of playing such a deck. I think Red Reboot is one of the best cards that came out in this year, during this year. It's such an incredible tool against the decks like, Paleozoics.
Not only that,
yeah.
but the Altergeist deck relies on activating a trap card in order
Yeah.
for its monster negates to be live as
Exactly.
well.
Because his hand was actually quite good. He had the...
I mean, against a deck like
Yeah.
Paleo, if they have a Toad, then the reboot, you still have to be able to push through a Toad.
Yeah,
but
that's
against
fair, but same as
Altergeist,
Thunder
there's just
Dragon.
nothing.
Indeed, and well, in game one, it was more of a matter of who went first. We did get to see at least his Spice Statue, which is disturbance strategy, even though it probably shines when you go first, if even. And but yeah, it was a really good opening with triple negates on Zekias' side, which was enough to capitalize on. And in game 2, as you said, the hand was actually really good because he had both Rivalry Strike, the Faker, but unfortunately, I think the only card that was good enough to stop it, because not even a Twister or a Danko was
I think
guaranteed.
Denko worked.
If he would have
didn't
played
activate
around,
the rivalry,
it's true. If
he could have played around Denko, but
he
did
could have
not.
played around it pretty efficiently, so that wouldn't have been enough because he even had the Conqueror to protect his stuff. But
Indeed.
yeah, he did have the reboot, and as you saw, the end was incredible. He was able to OTK without even using Electromite effect, which was surely more than enough. And well, if everything is correct, Zekias will be on the top 32. We will check on that later. And now we'll go back to Oliver for the interview, but see you guys for the top cut.
Back on the main event stage, and we got our two-time feature match winner. So you're amassing the titles already. Zekias, how did this game go down for you?
Game 1 won the dice roll, so it was fortunate for me. And game 2, Red Reboot it's a brutal card, it really is.
How does it feel? Like you're in that situation, I need to win this match, of course. You see this card in your opening hand. What's it like?
It's just, you can't fathom it. It's just so, you know that this one card is just going to win you the game. It's just, it's amazing, yeah.
And are you still nervous? Are you still like, oh, but if he has this and this, or are you like 100%, no, I got this now?
Like after the Desires, I was like, I know I got this. I don't play into any hand traps now. It's just, just Pendulum Summon. There's nothing that can actually stop me right now. So I knew after that it was my game, unfortunately.
All right, I guess at the moment you're at a high. How do you prepare to tackle the top 32 match? Are you first trying to like calm down again, or are you just gonna like ride the wave and stay in that mindset?
I need to calm down, stop getting excited, just play it as it goes, just one match at a time.
All right, and you're now putting up strong results in several events. What is the secret in your opinion? Like, what do you need to do to be consistently at the top in Yu-Gi-Oh?
A lot of practice and don't necessarily play the decks that you think they're the best. As long as you're comfortable with the deck and you're comfortable with the meta, you know what other decks do, you should be all right. And if you built your deck correctly and you played it correctly, you should. If you're confident in the deck, you should either do top or do very well.
All right. So now you're in the top cut. Did you build your deck in a way to advance to day 2, where you're like, this is well positioned in the field? Or did you maybe take a different direction? You go, I'm not sure if I'm going to do so well in the Swiss rounds, but in the top cut I have a very good chance.
Main priority is my Sky Striker matchup is my best matchup, and as always I expect Sky Strikers to be most represented. So I built the deck Sky Strikers, and during Swiss, if I v Sky Strikers, usually it's a win for me, but obviously depends on how it goes. And top cut, if I v some unfortunate matchups, that's it for me, unfortunately.
So what would be the perfect deck distribution in the top cut for you? All Sky Strikers?
Sky Strikers, all Sky Strikers and Tricksters. Any back row deck, because we have 6 super strong cards, like Red Reboot and Denko Sekka, for any back row deck, which is really, really strong.
All right. Okay, guys, there you have it. We're going to see Zekias again at some point, very likely, in the top card now. The results are coming in as we speak. Then we're going to bring up the final standings after Swiss. All the players are going to have a little bit of time, 5 to 10 minutes, to review those results and make sure that all of their wins have been counted correctly. So we got the correct number of 32 players that are going to advance to the top card. That means that the break might be a little bit longer now, but then we're going to be back with the top 32 players. There are some high-profile players in the top 32. I took a very early sneak peek at that. So we get some of the legends of the game in the top card. So it's not going to be easy, but we know there's a couple of guys that really got what it takes to win yet another YCS title. With that, guys, we're signing off for now. We're going to be right back after a few quick clips, and then we're going to be doing the top 32.